All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. We are back. And it's time for the scoop. Dogecoin ETF, ticker DOGE or DOJE by Rex Osprey. This is big, it's wild, and something that could change how people play in the meme coin space. It is very wild to have a meme coin ETF being launched. But here's where things stand, what the buzz is, and what you should really keep an eye on. Launch date is today. So the day shares are expected to begin trading in the US markets is today. We actually do not know. There is no confirmation of what time the ETF shares will be expected to start trading today, but it will be today. And this ETF is built under the Investment Company Act of 1940, which lets it avoid some of the slower approval paths that other spot crypto ETFs go through. There's a Cayman Islands subsidiary involved for holding or operational purposes, which is also part of the structure of the ETF. The ETF gives exposure to Dogecoin without needing to hold Doge directly. So no complex wallets, keys, etc., which is great for Dogecoin and just crypto adoption in general. You know, exposing people that otherwise would not have anything to do with a meme coin, getting exposure to it. It's just that little inch further that we need to expose more people to crypto and further crypto adoption. Looks like the ETF may also include U.S. Treasuries in its composition. Some reports suggest roughly 80% Doge, 20% Treasuries. Note that number is, if true, so it is a rumor, and that is very speculated right now, so let's be cautious. This is, however, considered a major milestone because this is the very first ever U.S. ETF tied to a meme coin with no declared utility other than speculation, community value, hype, which sets a precedent for future ETFs and meme coin adoption. I can't believe I'm saying that. Meme coin adoption. Traders and institutions have been anticipating this. There's been a lot of accumulation leading up to this event, optimistic price action, and technical setup, suggesting people are positioning ahead of the launch. Which brings me to this chart here on the weekly for Dogecoin. We are paying close attention to this pattern here, this asymmetrical triangle. And of course, this does come with risk. We did see the price of most cryptocurrencies drop this morning on the CPI data. However, that dip was quickly bought up. But here are the parts of the DOGE ETF that are not fully nailed in the coffin yet. The stuff that you should be skeptical about and bring up if you want to keep things real with yourself going into this historic moment in crypto history. So the 80-20% breakdown is not confirmed officially yet, so keep that in mind. It's being reported in some price analysis sites, but may be rumor or early estimates. Fees, tracking error, taxation, these always sneak up on investors because it's under the 1940 Act. There may be additional regulatory or tax implications, which might hit with double taxation or less favorable pass-throughs. Volatility is going to be dialed up. When something like this launches, especially one so speculative, the price swings could be wild. Be very cautious trading Dogecoin right now. Long term, I'm looking at it with very, very optimistic and positive outlook. I believe Dogecoin right now on the weekly looks set up for a massive run to $1 plus. As always, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please trade, hodl, invest at your own risk. So how much institutional money actually enters in the early days will make a big difference. This will lead the way and ignite the path for more money to flow in to Dogecoin. Big names tend to wait and see what happens. Rumor and speculation often happen before big capital makes its move. And that's where we're at now. Leading up to and leading from the rumor and speculation into the reality of an actual Dogecoin ETF launching today. Top 10 everything, life changer, Ty Stu, my YouTube days. Welcome in to the stream, guys. And thanks for answering the poll in the chat, by the way. Do you like your steak dripping blood? Or do you like it burnt? Let me know in the chat. Right now, Doge actually came down, broke out of this ascending wedge to the downside on the short term here, and trying to get a bounce in to reclaim support. We're waiting to see what happens on the short term. I'm still looking to catch a long entry on Doge if we pull back enough. Right now, we're at 24.8, considerably under 25 cents. I wish that we could go lower. Honestly, grabbing that flash crash right there would have been beautiful at 24.2. I believe we went as low as 24.1 on weeks. So that would have been beautiful right there. If you would like to trade Dogecoin without KYC, without a VPN, and with up to 200x leverage, you can do so on Weeks Exchange. I've got an exclusive link in the pinned chat and in the description. And I actually don't have Weeks pulled up yet. I need to get Weeks loaded up here. But real quick, guys, just wanted to mention this. Grayscale also has a Grayscale Dogecoin Trust that you can invest into Dogecoin through via Grayscale. We are just seeing crazy stuff happening, okay? Crazy stuff happening all across the board when it comes to cryptocurrency. We knew this day would come, right? We knew this day would come. They fought us, they laughed, they tried to erase us and ban us, but we knew the day would come when they would have to hop on board. They would have to coexist. TradFi and DeFi has to coexist. Now, the Dogecoin ETF. Now, I did read an article in our previous stream mentioning this and how for the majority of us that are in crypto, we would prefer to just buy Dogecoin outright, hold it ourselves, rather than investing in an ETF. But the Dogecoin ETF is still a very big deal because it exposes Dogecoin to investors that would otherwise not buy it. So it is a great way to further the momentum in crypto adoption. And for us, for all of us that are holding Dogecoin, this is very bullish for us. Whether or not we ourselves would actually buy into the DOGE ETF does not matter, because the Dogecoin ETF itself will further exposure to Dogecoin, which is good for our Dogecoin bags, right? So, this is huge. It's bigger than I think we're underestimating it just a little. Now, if you do want to buy the DOGE ETF, this article tells you how to buy and the risks to watch out for. If you're looking to buy the DOGE ETF, me personally, I'm just going to stack Dogecoin. Definitely going to stack Dogecoin. I've been stacking Doge, but I'm planning to stack some more, because anything under 25 cents, but at this point, anything under 50 cents is going to be a steal, in my opinion, because of where I believe Doge will go. Anything under 50 cents is such a discount. Such a discount. Now, so Doge, or ticker DOJE, is the first US ETF built around a meme coin. Approved under the 1940 Act with Cayman subsidiary, it sidesteps traditional ETF delays. So it fast-tracked itself into this approval. The ETF simplifies access and regulation but adds cost and removes utility compared to holding Doge directly. So it simplifies holding a meme coin for the average investor that is not into crypto, which is great. Doge inherits Dogecoin's speculative, volatile nature, so it should only be considered by investors who can tolerate sharp swings. I love it. Yes. Not for the faint of heart. Not for the faint of heart. Smash the like button if you are an investor who can tolerate sharp swings. The Rex Osprey Dogecoin ETF is the first U.S. exchange-traded fund designed to track the price of Dogecoin, a popular meme coin, cryptocurrency originally created as a joke. Which is phenomenal. You know, just imagine. Think about it for a second. Where we are at right now in the crypto space, where the crypto market is at right now. And imagine being someone that was in crypto in the early days. I'm talking pre-2017, pre-2015, back in like 2010. Imagine being someone back in the Silk Road days, you know? And now seeing what's happening. We have a meme coin ETF. Talk about aging well, right? Talk about something that ages like fine wine. Crypto, Bitcoin, crypto, Dogecoin, Ethereum, XRP, all aging like fine wine, especially XRP. Wow. Rex Osprey is a partnership between two companies. For anyone that is interested and does not know what Rex Osprey is, Rex Shares is skilled at creating ETFs and getting them listed on stock exchanges, while Osprey Funds specializes in managing crypto investments. Again, like I mentioned earlier, TradFi and DeFi must coexist and must mesh together as one. And that is what we're seeing happen. Bloomberg ETF analyst noted that the Doge ETF was set to debut that same week, calling it the first ever US ETF to hold something that has no utility or purpose. Interesting enough, you know, I mean, seriously, slow climb on ETH, 4,400, looking for that break into all-time high territory. Doge already has bounced beautifully here. May come down. I am so bullish on Ethereum. So bullish on ETH, guys. So bullish on Ethereum. I mean, the Ethereum chart is one that, you know, it would be hard to lose money in ETH. It would. I mean, if you're just buying spot, I mean, follow the trends, you know? Follow the trends and buy the bear market and sell the bull. Buy the bear, sell the bull, and you are guaranteed gains here with ETH. I mean, literally. Nothing in crypto, nothing in the investment world or trading world is guaranteed, but it doesn't get much better than this, guys. I mean, a perfect break of a massive monthly pattern. Perfect break of a massive monthly pattern, guys. Deadwood, let's go. I hope nothing but the best and all the riches and all the gains for you, my man. I do. Has the ETF been launched? Bilal Muhammad, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. The ETF launch date is today. However, we actually do not have a specific time frame for the ETF launch. So we don't actually know what time today it's going to start trading on the stock exchange, but it's already priced in the Doge price. I feel like we will get a pump from once it's more clear, once there's more clarity around this Dogecoin ETF launch. Once we have a full official confirmation of it officially trading, then maybe we will get more of a continuation. Of course, we had the CPI dump here with hotter than expected inflation numbers, but it's quickly being bought up. You can see that it has jumped up and chopped sideways here after hitting that low of 24.2. And honestly, it would have been very difficult to catch this. That was a 1 minute candle. It would have been very difficult to catch that CPI data dump there, but gosh, if you could have caught that, I don't know that we'll get another chance. I mean, I am hoping that we dip, but you know, we may not, as we are at critical resistance on the weekly, looking for the breakout here. With an ETF being launched, we have every reason to believe there should be enough fuel for Doge to break bullish out of this weekly pattern and not need to retest the support. But how juicy it would be if Doge did come down to test the support. 18 cents down here, down real low. 18, 17, 19 cents down here would be just grand. I would love it. Ross Busters, I apologize for Nightbot. I need to adjust Nightbot settings. I mean, all you did was put 3 thumbs up and Nightbot timed you out, bro, for 5 seconds. I apologize. Nightbot's just out of control. Nightbot is out of control, guys. I'm sorry. Out of control. Nightbot on smoke. What's up, Green Fingers? Welcome back, bro. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. ETH closing in on 4,500. Oh, Crow. CRO on the 4 hour. Nice consolidation. Python Network push into the upside at 18 cents. Looking good here, Python. Gosh. Python Network's one to watch, guys. It breaks out of this weekly channel. Python Network is going to give you some juicy gains. I'd say Python Network, even at 18 cents, is a major buy. Major buy. Life changer. It was good to have you. I really appreciate you being here, bro. I hope you have a great, well, looks like you're going to bed. So I hope you have a great night. Rest well, man. You're going to need that rest. You're going to need that rest for alt season. Python Network, man, honestly, Python Network is one that you cannot sleep on. Do not do yourself a disservice by sleeping on Python Network. Do not sleep on Python Network. 18 cents to $1 to $1.11. 111. I like it. I'll take it. 111. 1111. I will take it. Do not sleep on Python Network. Do not sleep on XRP. We got major patterns squeezing in here, squeezing. We're getting such a tight squeeze into the tips of these patterns and these wedges. ETH has broken out of a major monthly pattern. We are just all around the board looking for and waiting patiently for alt season to fully commence. I mean, we have some crazy things happening. Some very crazy things happening. Now, remember earlier, guys, when we looked at the heat map, it was more gray, mostly gray. Now it looks like we are flipping, slowly but surely flipping. Slowly but surely. Still lots of red across the board, it looks like. Injective up 1%. C up 1%. We also should brace for this, right? Because as we are here watching the market live, right, we're watching things happen and take place in real time. But we have to consider and remember that a lot of other people out there in the world may not even know about or find out about the CPI data until tomorrow. You know, the timing of the market and the way things flow does make a big difference. It's something to take into consideration. Bitcoin's price reversing gains as U.S. inflation reshapes sentiment. Still, Bitcoin still holding. I mean, we dipped sharply here, but Bitcoin's still holding massively. Massively here on the hourly. Let's look at the 4 hour. Oh, the 4 hour looks beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at the 4 hour Bitcoin chart. Flipping bullish on us here. Weekly chart, Bitcoin is looking good. Looking good. On its way, man. On its way. On its way. Can we see a $500,000 Bitcoin? Probably not this cycle. Probably not this cycle. But is it coming? Is it coming? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, top here, top there. We are not topping yet. Boy, we are getting there, though. We are very close, guys. Very close to the end of this bull run. We are very close to the end of this crypto bull run, I do believe. It's a good time to be very, very, very vigilant and prepared for what is to come. Have a good plan. Stick to the plan. Do not back out of your plan. So I would say what to watch, signals you want to track in the coming days with the DOGE ETF launch. Does DOGE actually begin trading cleanly once the market's open? Volume on DOGE on day one and the following days. If it's low, you'll see slippage, weird spreads. If the volume's high, could signal strong demand. How DOGE price reacts. Holding above key levels will be crucial. 24.5 cents, holding above 24.5. If it breaks down, that could kill some of the momentum from the DOGE ETF launch. Pay close attention to the options and futures open interest for DOGE. A jump there suggests speculators are gearing up. Already derivatives activity spiking. Pay close attention to regulatory filings, disclosures. Watch for official docs about fund composition, fees, custodial arrangements. These documents will tell you what risks to pay attention to. For DOGE itself, possible boost in legitimacy, boost in liquidity, and a boost in the price. The meme coin narrative gets strengthened when big financial tools adopt it. So we are putting the meme coin name up on a pedestal, reshaping what a meme coin actually is. And that's crazy to me. It is a little bit crazy. I feel like we're very close to the euphoric stage. Now, for the rest of the crypto market, this may open the door for more meme coin ETFs or products that previously seemed too edgy for traditional finance. Again, falling back on my point earlier that DeFi and TradFi must coexist in mesh. At some point, I knew this would happen. I talked about it 2 years ago, talked about it 3 years ago. I knew at some point we would see this happen. Most people that didn't believe in crypto thought that this day would never come, but now the day is here. It is actually happening. Crypto adoption, mainstream crypto adoption is actually really happening in the real world. Real utility of cryptos being adopted and used in the real world. So, I mean, I don't know what more someone would need to legitimize them getting into and getting involved in crypto. You know what I mean? What more do you need? It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. You know, I said that years ago. I will continue to say it because it is not going anywhere. Crypto is here to stay. For investors, for Dogecoin investors, you know, this is very big for your Doge holders. For traditional investors, this is a chance to get exposure in regulated markets. However, it won't be a free ride. With big upside comes big risk. So size your bets accordingly. Pay attention to fees. Speaking of fees, weeks, you can get some extremely low futures trading fees on weeks. I will also be going into alt season. I will be providing you guys, for anybody that wants to sign up using a new week's link. You can do this also if you've already signed up. I mean, technically it's for new users only, but you know that you can sign up for it even if you're not a new user. Just use a different email. No KYC, no VPN required to sign up for weeks. I will be dropping an alt season only sign up link for weeks where you can get back 100% of your futures trading fees, but only for the rest of the year. It'll only be to the end of this market cycle. You'll be able to get back 100% of your trading fees on weeks. So it's basically like trading for free, no fees. We all like low fees, but we can't ignore no fees. No fees means max gains. So definitely be paying attention and looking out for that link to drop soon in the coming up week or so, as I do believe we are on the cusp of alt season. Much love to you guys, by the way. I appreciate each and every one of you that have showed up and showed out today on the stream, especially all you guys in the chat, man, commenting, engaging with the stream, showing some love here. I really appreciate it. We do have a great community building here, and slowly but surely we're going to grow. And I just want to say that you guys are sick. You guys are sick. Disgusting. How do you like your steak? 35% of you said dripping blood. You sick people. Justin, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, bro. I appreciate you. You sick people. Personally, I like my steak medium well. That's just me. Deadwood, it sure is. Grateful to be here, and it is a great time to be alive. Great time to be in cryptocurrency. Just the fact that we've been right this whole time. You know, I will say, guys, I don't know about many of you, but crypto is the one thing, Bitcoin and crypto is the one thing in my life that I actually feel like I had an upper hand on, you know, like almost like you had an inside, I don't know. You know what I'm getting at? You guys know. If you've been in crypto long enough, it feels like you were, in the early days, it almost felt like you were doing something wrong, right? And it felt kind of mischievous being in crypto or something. I don't know. Now it's like it feels good to see the crypto market mature into what it has. You know, it is very nice to see it mature into what it has. I don't know if you guys have ever had one of these, but man, this right here. I don't know if you guys have ever had one of these, but it has like 385 milligrams. I think don't hold me to that. Like 380 milligrams of caffeine. Oh, I take that back. 365. 365 milligrams of caffeine. Beta alanine, citrulline. Bro. Get the pump on, man. I do have to work out. I ain't been working out like I should. And I can tell it. Deadwood said, I told folks in 2019 crypto was going to be my retirement plan. Buddies laughed at me. Then now they are mad they don't have money to get in. You don't need caffeine if you take methylene blue. Bro, I actually tried. I had a friend had some methylene blue and she let me try it. It kind of reminded me of taking Shilajit, but you know, sort of. Definitely a boost in energy for sure. I might ought to get me some methylene blue. Oh my gosh, am I missing something here? Doge is at 24.8. We're about to erase the CPI dump, bro. We're going to erase the CPI dump. Look at this. We are going to erase the CPI dump. Look at this. This is about to pop right here. How much you want to bet that's about to pop? Look. MACD about to cross down here too. We are slightly above the bars on the MACD, but I'd say that if we're above the LSMA, above the POC, above the indicator's flipping green, MACD's about to flip. If we hold that POC in this indicator, we're going to pop and run up to this resistance. We're going to pop right back up to 25 cents if we hold this POC right here. So 24.8 to 25 cents with 50x leverage. Even just this move right here, guys, this is why crypto trading is so addicting, bro. It is. It's addicting. Because even just this, you know, it may be a small move, right? 0.7%. 0.7%. But, bro, if you slap a 50x leverage on that 0.7%, You know, that's why it's so risky, and that's why so many people do lose so much money in crypto. You know, because not managing risk, focusing too much on bigger gains and not focusing enough on smaller, keeping the losses smaller. It is easy to lose everything in crypto. I will say that it is easy to lose everything in crypto. If you are new to the space and you're thinking about getting into crypto, just be prepared to lose everything that you put in. Be prepared to lose everything. That way you're not surprised when it does happen. But of course we can, you know, eventually you will get better as long as you don't give up. And that's the thing. A lot of people just don't make it. A lot of people give up. I've been watching these charts, you guys, and some of you in the chat know Deadwood's been here for a long time. Greenfingers has been here for a long time. We lost some of the long timers, but from like when I very first started my channel back in 2021, but I have been doing this for a long time. And I will say that, you know, a lot of the people you see on YouTube that are already extremely successful in crypto, a lot of those people, guys, they were very lucky. They got into crypto very early on. Most of them got into crypto before the 2017 bull market. The ones that got in before the 2017 bull run, look at that. We did not hold the POC, so we dumped. The ones that got in before the 2017 bull market, those people, whether you call it luck or whatever you call it, they made enormous gains, and they were able to profit off of being early in such a new space, right? Especially the ones you see on YouTube. They were able to capitalize on being in something so new. So many people flooding YouTube, searching for every kind of information they could find on crypto back in 2017. So of course, people blew up overnight. And a lot of the crypto YouTubers you see are like that. Most of them are like that. Or they came in the last bull market. I came into the space in 2021. I was in crypto in 2018, but I actually started my YouTube channel in 2021 once I realized, like, I've got a knack for this, right? I was hitting some targets. I was calling some good moves. And I was watching other YouTubers, and I thought, you know what? I can do this. I want to share my journey with people too. I want to share what is going on and what I'm trying to do. For one, I'm passionate about crypto. I believe it can change your life. If you're smart, you know, and you act right and appropriately with it, I believe it can absolutely change your life. So I do want to, I plan to do this. This is what I plan to do. I plan to share insights on investing, trading, growth, motivational, just whatever, anything to better yourself, right? Whether it's financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever it may be. I'm on a journey of bettering myself. And so I'm going to share that with my followers and hope that we can change some lives along the way. Rawd, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. I would probably be dead right now. Hey, bro, me too. When Bitcoin was $200, I wanted to build a Bitcoin farm, but I had to work a job all summer if I wanted to afford it, rather than have fun with friends, and basically decided I didn't want to be that rich. I would probably be dead right now. Now I just flip it for fun. Your stream is awesome. Rawd, I appreciate you. It was easy to see it would rise. Many games would use it as the alternative option to pay for online currency. For example, if you wanted a party hat in RuneScape, you had two options, cash or BTC. It was the only other logical solution back then. I love it. Hearing stories like that, man. Look how far we have come. Look how far Bitcoin has come. In such a short amount of time, too. Such a short amount of time. Deadwood said, I took $2K and bought mining hardware for ETH, and that has done a 20x since 2018. Bro, Deadwood, that is what I'm talking about, man. Honestly, So it took you $2,000 to get your mining hardware. You know, I've got an extra computer. I've got an extra gaming PC that I don't use anymore. Honestly, what am I doing, bro? I need to be mining. I need to be mining. Specifically, I honestly, mining Ethereum sounds great. I mean, I'd love to mine Bitcoin as well, but what do you think, Deadwood? I think mining Ethereum would be more. I don't know. It's hard to say. Obviously, Bitcoin is the one. Bitcoin is Big Daddy. You know what I'm saying? It is the one. We don't want to lose sight of that. Bitcoin is him. But man, what am I doing? I could be capitalizing on that. I got a whole ass gaming PC just sitting in my bedroom floor with the wires all wound up, bro. I could be mining. I need to be mining with that computer. I could just plug it up, set it up, and let it roll. The only issue I'd probably have, my issue would probably be my ISP, bro. Honestly, the way my internet service is, sometimes I don't think I'd even be able to. Right. I never jumped into the mining scene. It felt a little too techie for me. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'm not a tech guru. I'm not a computer programmer. I have done some pretty cool stuff. I made my own meme coin, you know. We do have a Solana coin that is still in the works. Don't think that's still in the works. I haven't yet decided how we're going to actually go about the launch and stuff. I don't know that we should even do a pre-sale. Pre-sales are kind of looked down upon. I want to launch the coin in the most appropriate way possible. Like I want to make sure that me personally, as the creator of the token, I want to be almost completely out of it. You know, of course I want to be able to profit some from it. It's going to be my creation, you know, well, technically our creation, but I want to do it right this time, and I want to limit my position in the project. I don't want to hold more than a small percentage of the total supply. And if anything, maybe I won't even hold any. If anything, maybe I'll have to buy my own tokens, right? Shane, good point there. Dogecoin. Mining Dogecoin sounds like the go-to right now. Gosh, could you imagine mining Doge back around 5 cents, and just letting it sit over time and then watching it appreciate over time? How beautiful that would be. Like I said, guys, I never jumped into the mining scene, but if you have, please, we would love your insights in the chat. If you have experience mining crypto, by all means, talk in the chat, share and engage in the chat with us, because that is how we learn from one another. I love to engage with you guys too, because I may be a crypto YouTuber, I may be an influencer, but half the time I get a lot of great insights from my community members, people in the chat, people joining the stream. So by all means. The engagement is welcome. Oh, look at that, guys. So remember what I said. We faked out. We faked out. We still broke the neckline, though. I did say it. I said we would pop here and run up to the resistance. I didn't expect this, but that was just a fake out. Look. I told you. And remember what I said. This may only be a 0.7% gain. But when you're trading with leverage, it's, if you're using 50x leverage or 25x leverage, a 0.7% gain is decent. Even if you use a small amount of margin, it's still a decent gain. If you are careful and you trade these setups like this, then you can profit easily. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to lose easily too. you will still lose. You are not going to just win all the time. You know, you can't expect to just win 24/7. Nobody, not even the most skilled traders, win 100% of the time. Now, when you focus on minimizing your losses and minimizing your risk, you end up having more gains. The video, oh, that's a good point, Deadwood. Now, on my new setup, on this new laptop, this is a very expensive laptop. I'll be completely honest with you. I spent too much. Facts. Boss knows how to take a loss. That's right, bro. I have. Boy, do I know how to take a damn loss. I have lost, guys. Should I talk about losses? Should I talk about losses? Just so you guys know that I'm a real person. I'm a real average Joe. The video card, in my new laptop, Deadwood, is let's see, we've got the AMD Ryzen. I've actually got wait, hold on, no, NVIDIA. I've got the NVIDIA GeForce RTX. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX processor is the AMD Ryzen. 9 is that 9 hertz? With NVIDIA G-Sync, bro. So this laptop is the most amazing computer I've ever had. Like I said, I spent way too much on it, but you know what? It was during the time when we were having so many issues with our live streams that I said, screw it. I threw my hands up and I was like, I'm going to do whatever it takes. Even if I have to drop, I don't want to say it, how much I dropped on this computer. But, you know, I figured, hey, if all else fails and, you know, we go belly up in the bear market, I can sell this thing. You know? Oh, I'm just playing. I'm not going to sell it. Honestly, I love it. It's a beautiful computer. It's a beautiful setup. And I got the LG ultra-wide monitor. So I've got, instead of having multiple screens, I just got one big screen and my laptop screen. But I love it. I have 2 other monitors I thought about hooking up over here on the other side. You know, so that way I can have just full range. But for now, this is great. This is the perfect setup. I'm telling you, if we come up and we hit my trend line right here, then you have no reason not to believe my TA anymore. Buy a Mac podcast series, bro. You know, I am not an Apple fan. I am not an Apple fan. I have never owned an Apple iPhone. Ooh, new iPhone 17. Ooh. I've never, I'm just not big on Apple. Now, I guess, like, I agree with Deadwood. I agree with Deadwood. Apple products are overpriced and overrated. They hold tech. They release it over time and charge extra for tech that's already out. Half the time, Android usually already has the tech. I mean, granted, each one has its pros and cons, right? But I'm just not an Apple fan. Honestly, I probably wouldn't even know how to operate a damn MacBook. Podcast series, maybe I would convert if I ever really just tried. But you know, I probably could have got a MacBook for what I paid for this computer. But honestly, I think this computer is better. This is actually a gaming laptop. It's a Republic of Gamers laptop. Like, this thing is powerful. This is a powerful computer, and a secure computer too. So I felt like it was necessary to get, considering what I'm doing with crypto and live streaming and stuff. Oh yeah, right. The iPhone 17, man, I guess that's the big news right now, isn't it? The iPhone 17 release. I mean, I don't think I would want it. You know what phone I've got, y'all? Which I am well overdue for a phone. I need to get a new phone, guys. But I have got, look at this thing. Look at that thing, bro. Look at this old thing. You know what? I have done a lot on this, bro. I have done a whole lot on this. Hey, you can kind of see my setup in the reflection there. This dang phone, man. This dang phone has done so much recording. I've recorded countless videos on this thing. Rawled, exactly, bro. And guess what? That's why I believe in the Samsung Galaxy series, bro, because this phone, I have dropped it numerous times without a case. Screen has never cracked. It's got dings and dents and scrapes all around the edge. Phone works perfectly. I can still live stream on it. I could still do all kinds of stuff on it. I will say, processing wise, it's starting to get a little slow, a little bit laggy. But hell, I've recorded videos on this phone for like 4 years, bro. So I am due for a new phone. I kind of would love to get the new Samsung. I just hate to buy it outright. I'm pretty tight, believe it or not. I do like to spend money, but I hate to drop that much money on a phone. Now, granted, considering that I use it to make money, I use my phone to make money, it likely would be a good investment. Too heavy? Like weight? You think the weight of the phone is too heavy? I like the weight. I like to feel a little weight. You know, it makes you feel like you're actually holding something. Holding something of value, you know? It's got a little weight to it. You know, I feel like the lighter something is, the cheaper it feels. Maybe that's just me. My friend is getting upset. She's very upset for good reason. For good reason, man. All this political stuff, everything with Charlie Kirk and with Charlie Kirk and the girl on the subway. She said she's been arguing with people all day, been getting into it with people all day, been down a political rabbit hole. It's done lit a fire under my ass, getting into it with people all day. You know, I'm the same way, but I will say I've tried my best to refrain from getting into it with people because, man, I've realized that it just don't do no good, man. We need to speak out. We need to be vocal about things, but bickering one-on-one with people that are set in their ways with their beliefs and what they think is right, it's a waste of time, man. It's just going to get you all riled up and get you all emotional. The media has the left thinking their movement requires violent measures. Yes, Deadwood, the media has the left thinking a lot of things that they should not be believing or thinking. I mean, I don't like to be political, but it's impossible, man, for me to not be vocal about it, at least somewhat. I try not to be on my channel because it's a crypto channel. You know, a lot of people capitalize on political stuff and try to get views on political stuff, and I mean, I could do that, I guess. Would you guys like to hear me rant about my political views? Maybe on a different channel, huh? I mean, even a lot of crypto people be getting political, and you know, I tried not to. I try to keep that stuff out of here because I personally don't think politics has a place in crypto. Even though we're forced to. I think it's, you know, crypto is, for what crypto is, you know, it's just has no place in politics. I mean, politically, it has no place in a political divide, you know, because I feel like people from both sides of the aisle should all be on board, right? We should not be divided when it comes to crypto, and politics is going to do that. It's going to divide people even when it comes to crypto. You know, guys, I don't understand what's up with the live streams, but I don't know if some of you were here on the first attempt where I had to restart. And you know what? This time we've done much better. In less than an hour, we've gotten almost 200 viewers. You know, but the first stream got like 40 viewers, 40 views in less than in over an hour or almost an hour. So I don't know. Maybe, guys, maybe I'm just going to have to start restarting the stream every time we start it. You know, maybe that's what we're going to have to do. So far, Dogecoin is following my my idea here to a T. We did hold support here. We dipped a little, but faked this out there. Held the point of control. We broke this neckline of resistance, and you know, we are below the LSMA MACD cross. I still think even if we pull back, we'll back test this right here on the short term, and then bounce and continue on to our major resistance here that we have been consolidating and chopping into here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the 5-minute chart up. Because let's see. Yeah, so we are definitely consolidating here into this wedge, but we are pushing. Look at the 5-minute. Now I didn't include this. I connected the wicks. I think connecting the wicks is more appropriate in this case. It would be a good idea to pay attention to this, though, as we did get rejected sharply here. I don't know if that was right after the CPI. So 25.1 there. We might want to look at that. 25.5. 25.5 is right there, close to where we got rejected. I mean, right below it, which is typical for the whales to sell right before the psychological targets, right? As of right now, though, we do seem to be looking okay here. We may just go ahead and erase that CPI dump if we pump out of this, because the target, oh yeah, the target would 100% get us up there above that critical support of 25.5 cents for Doge. Again, not financial advice, just simple, accurate, easy to read and understand TA, man. Simple stuff. Moving averages, support and resistance, volume, MACD. Nothing too crazy, right? Let's go ahead and find out. We do need to check on that. Personally, I feel like we would be able to tell by the price action. And, you know, could the ETF launch give us a breakout on the weekly for Dogecoin? I'm watching the weekly so close, because I have not seen a more textbook perfect setup for a bullish breakout on a meme coin in a long time. This price action, this price structure for Dogecoin, it shows you why Dogecoin is getting an ETF, right? Because Dogecoin is worth, for one, it's market cap, by market cap, you know, just think about it, man. We're number 8 by market cap. Dogecoin is number 8. And, you know, it is in the top 10. So, and if you look, where's the other meme coins? The closest meme coin to it, it looks like to me is going to be Shiba Inu, which is also another OG meme coin. So, yeah, closest one to it. And then next to that, of course, is another OG meme coin, Pepe, and it's 32 on the list. So, Dogecoin is the one, man. To me, Dogecoin has always been the one, the meme coin of the crypto space, right? Dogecoin was the meme coin that ignited the meme coin phase and led to other meme coins being created, like Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, pretty much just a spinoff of Dogecoin. So definitely bullish as heck on Dogecoin, guys. Bullish as ever on Doge. Let's check on this real quick. Let's check and see. So Doge is here. It is launching today. We don't know exactly what time. I'm going to do some little digging here. If you believe in Doge, want exposure under a regulated framework, this is your moment to pay attention. Dogecoin will be available to you. Just don't get caught up in hype without having a plan for what happens if things get crazy. Let's see. Don't go anywhere, guys. Stick around. We'll be watching the price, the volume, the news live. We're going to dive in here and see when exactly we're going to expect the Dogecoin ETF to start trading on the stock exchange. And we'll see whether the DOJE, Doge, delivers or just delivers drama. Let's write it together. What's the deal with the whole leash and leash V2 thing? I see leash is like $25 now. You know, I remember when Shiba Inu came out with the whole concept of the Shibararium and bone and leash and everything. And it was a big deal back then. Like it pumped. I mean, a lot of people made some good gains off of that. I never got involved. I never dove into it. So honestly, I couldn't tell you. I never got involved with the Shiba Inu ecosystem. I mean, it was a meme coin. It was trying to be more than a meme coin. Dogecoin is becoming more than a meme coin without doing anything. So, off top, I think like I told you guys earlier, I focus a lot on minimizing risk. And so, with that being said, I think I would choose, if I'm going to buy or trade a meme coin, I would choose Dogecoin over Shiba Inu. Just because I want to minimize risk. Now, if Shiba Inu gets some type of event that would substantiate or legitimize Shiba Inu's place in the crypto space and solidify its prominence, I might be more likely to indulge in Shiba Inu more. But at this time, Doge is the one. Doge is the way to go. Rald coming in with some valid points in the chat. I appreciate you engaging with us today in the chat, my man. And a very good point, which I do agree with you. Rald said, why would anyone other than their grandpa buy Doge from a stock exchange? I definitely agree with that. Okay. I was trying to get this to this little feature to work here, but I can't get it to work. Where I can pin comments on screen, but I cannot get it to work, so. Oh, what did I just do? Did I move my whole screen? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize. I didn't realize what I did there. So far, unable to find any official statement. The SEC just approved the first ever Dogecoin ETF, meaning you can now invest in Doge through a regulated fund, just like stocks. No need to buy coins directly, but you can still ride the meme to mainstream wave. We still don't know exactly. Oh man, that's awful, bro. I cannot believe they are listing a Charlie meme coin, bro, on MEXC. Come on, bro. Come on. This is just awful, bro. This sometimes the world we live in, man. Man, that's terrible. I seen Altcoin Daily post something about Bitcoin and Charlie Kirk. Like we're like the same day, bro. Yeah, it's great that Charlie Kirk supported Bitcoin and was outspoken on Bitcoin, but don't post something about it trying to get clicks the same day. Good night, bro. I mean, anything other than just paying respects. Anything other than paying respects should be left alone, man, when something like that happens, in my opinion. And then, of course, we've got stuff like, we got people like this, bro.
You want to know why I'm so fucking stoked? Now? You want to know why I'm so fucking stoked? Go ahead and Google Charlie Kirk. Go ahead, read the latest headlines, and you'll see why I'm so fucking fucking stoked right now. That
right there, that ending to that video. You see how crazy this lady is? I say lady, she's not a lady, but you see how crazy this woman looks? Hold on. Look at this. Yeah, that is an example of the type of person that I don't want to get political, but that's the left right there. That is the left right there. That's the left. I don't want to be political, and I understand that not all Democrats, not all people on the left are this girl, right? Not all people are like this. Most people, whether left or right, whether Democrat or Republican, most people have some morals about them, right? Most people have some morals about them. This person, no. And that's why I posted this. And I do. I really do. I think that any type of content praising what happened to Charlie Kirk should be immediately banned. This should be considered hate speech. And it should. It should. But anyways, I got off topic there. Just because I've seen this, and I agree with this too, with what J-Chain said here. Boycott this trash exchange, man. You know, MEXC is a prominent exchange. MEXC is a well-known exchange, but come on, man. People should know better. People should know better than to do stuff like this. Okay, so far there is still no confirmed public source that says for sure the DOGE ETF has already started trading as of right now. There are a bunch of reports, however, saying it's expected to start trading today, September 11th. So let's see here. One source says Doge is set to debut September 11th as expected. Another source suggests there's a delay until Friday. Could we see the ETF be delayed until tomorrow? Dogecoin's DOGE ETF launch delayed until Friday. Can Doge hold the gains? Okay, so we might be getting onto something here. Dogecoin's DOGE ETF launch delayed until Friday. Dogecoin approaches the critical 25-cent hurdle as risk-on sentiment stabilizes across crypto markets. Dogecoin's DOGE, ticker DOJE ETF, will go live in the US on Friday. Did they pump fake us? Did they fake us out here? Per Bloomberg's Eric Balchunas, retail demand for Dogecoin grows as futures open interest rises to $4.3 billion. Okay, so look, I don't know if we can confirm this for sure, but this article from midtrade.com, source FX Street, is telling us the Dogecoin ETF is going to be delayed. Dogecoin is showing bullish signals, trading marginally below the critical 25-cent level on Thursday. The largest meme coin by market capitalization has weathered the volatility triggered by the United States Consumer Price Index report, increasing its value for 2 consecutive days. A break above the short-term 25-cent hurdle could validate the meme coin's bullish outlook ahead of the launch of the ETF. According to this article, the Rex Osprey Doge ETF launch has been pushed to Friday, amid delays confirmed by Bloomberg's analyst Eric Balchunas. As initially reported, the Doge ETF was expected to start trading on Thursday. The launch of the Doge ETF could mark a significant milestone for the meme coin sector and a new era for traditional finance. Balchunas added that the DOGE ETF could imply stretching the big tent of ETFs, citing that fewer people will likely prefer exposure to meme coins. The analyst argued that most people who would use Doge or memes are younger people in the wallet world, not TradFi. The Rex Osprey Doge ETF is incorporated in the US. It seeks investment outcomes before fees and expenses that align with the real-time performance of Dogecoin. Rex Osprey will invest 80% of its net assets in the underlying asset Doge and other assets that provide exposure to the Dogecoin price. I mean, this is big. Unfortunately, according to this article, it looks like the ETF launch has been pushed until tomorrow. What does this mean for the price of Dogecoin? Price analysis articles are acting as if launch is imminent, happening today, but they often say will launch rather than has launched. So most of these articles are trying to capitalize on the clickbait. That is what is happening. And although it was originally stated that the launch would be today, it looks like for now, the actual Dogecoin ETF will not actually begin trading on the stock exchange until tomorrow. Looks like I'm going to have to go live tomorrow. Because I am not going to miss this. Now, does that mean we may have an opportunity here, guys? Do we have an opportunity if you missed the CPI dip? Do we have an opportunity to scoop up Doge on a beautiful long trade? Because we don't want to miss it. We do not want to miss it. So this was the original article from September 9th that mentioned the ETF should begin trading on Thursday. I do want to, podcast series, yes. I do want to confirm. I would like to confirm this. Let's see what else we can find. Honestly, let's see here. Dogecoin ETF launches today. Doge skyrockets by 13%. Historic moment. Let's see. This is, again, this is saying that it's launching today. But let's see if there's an update. Doge is just the beginning. Let's see what this says real quick. Crypto ETFs. The revolution is just beginning. I like the sound of that. We have an analyst here from Bloomberg revealing that 92 crypto ETF projects are currently under review by the SEC. Solana, XRP, Cardano, and other major altcoins could follow quickly. This is big, guys. I'm telling you. So much money is about to flow into the crypto market that I don't think we're going to be able to, nobody's going to be able to bring up the whole market cap argument anymore. Price predictions now for crypto are just, what's the saying? What's that saying? I don't know what the saying is. I don't know what the saying is, but you guys understand what I'm trying to say, right? Now, I mean, anything is in the air, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Anything is up in the air right now. In other words, literally, anything is possible. If the crypto market has not already proved to you that anything is possible, I would say that it is about to do that. We about to get that grandpa money. That's right, Rald. Need to be launched in less than 3 hours. Podcast series, yes, to catch the, and that's another thing. I don't think it will. I think that we might be able to confirm that the launch will be delayed. I can imagine they would launch it in the morning, not right before the stock market close. An ETF for nearly every top 30 to 40 crypto token? Yes. That too within 12 months. Within 12 months? When was this? September 9th? Guys. Are we... Okay, this is something to pay attention to because, most people, myself included, we're expecting this bull market cycle to come to an end soon. We're expecting and preparing ourselves for the end of the bull market and the upcoming bear market. But, I mean, we have 90 plus crypto ETFs pending SEC approval. 90. And within the next 12 months, so between now and the end of 2026, are we about to get an extended bull run, an extended alt season? Is alt season going to extend all the way into 2026? Bitcoin, ETH, and other altcoins are yet to see their peaks. This is incredible. Look at this. Look at this, bro. And pay close attention, if you guys can see this, the dates here. So we have final deadlines. Look at some of these deadlines. Second deadline, third deadline. Some of them are still to be announced. Most of them, a lot of them have already seen their deadlines, of course, but there are still quite a few here going into the end of the year. Look, October, November, December of this year, and then even a few going on into 2026. All the way to May 2026 on the Canary Staked C ETF. Look at these, guys. Look at these. So we have Litecoin ETFs, Grayscale Digital Large Cap, Bitwise Bitcoin and Ethereum, Solana ETF, Solana Trust, Dogecoin Trust. We've looked at the Grayscale. We've looked at the Grayscale Dogecoin Trust here. We have an HBAR ETF, a Cardano Trust, an XRP ETF, multiple XRP ETFs filed for approval, Polkadot Trust, Avalanche Trust, a TRX ETF, a C ETF, an Injective ETF, Truth Social Crypto Blue Chip ETF, a SWI ETF, Pingu ETF, Aptos ETF, a Trump ETF, a Trump token ETF, a Chainlink ETF. I was wondering, Chainlink ETF, a Melania ETF. Are you serious right now? Of course, Trump and Melania tokens. ETFs for Trump and Melania tokens. Cardano ETF, Chainlink ETF, Polkadot ETF. This is huge, guys. Bonk? What? Rex Osprey is also... Look, Rex Osprey is also a Bonk ETF. This right here, folks, is wild. This is wild. Let's go ahead and make a post here. We're going to go ahead and share our news that we have just found out, because we, along with many other people, are still wondering about the Dogecoin ETF. And we have confirmed now. Delayed until get ready for ETF season, folks. We are closing in on 1,000 followers on X. You know, it's actually hard to get people to go from like traditional places like YouTube and stuff. I think it got a lot easier once Elon Musk took over Twitter and turned it to X. I feel like it's became a little bit better. I feel like a lot more people use X now than they did when it was Twitter. So it's a little bit better. But man, when I first started, when I had Twitter, when it was still Twitter, and I was trying to get people to go from YouTube and go follow my Twitter, they were like, I don't use Twitter. Nobody used Twitter except for, you know, like crypto bros and political people. But now it's gotten a little better. But yeah, definitely follow me. Follow me everywhere. Links in the description. Follow me on X. Stay up to date with me on X. We are live over on X too, by the way. Stay up to date with me and everything that we're doing here at AJC. Don't miss a beat. Join the Discord as well. Several crypto ETFs are in the pipeline. Spanning assets from Dogecoin to Solana and XRP. Bloomberg ETF analyst James Seffert noted last month that 92 such proposals are currently in the pipeline. Podcast series holding some H-bar. Would you look at that, folks? What did we do? What did I say we would do here on the short term? Remember what I said we would do if we broke this neckline here? I said we'd come up and test my resistance line. And what did I say? I said if we get rejected at my resistance line, then you have no reason not to believe my TA. And that's exactly what happened. We did fake out above it, just like we faked out. We did fake out here. Here below that local POC right there, faked out below that. That was the bear trap. That was the bull trap here on the short term. So far, this trend line is confirmed. We're going to extend it on out here and just see what we can do. We have intermediary support here. And then, of course, we have this support down here. Waiting to see if we're going to pop out of this thing. Consolidating. Maybe we need to consolidate all the way in, get a squeeze in here before we run back to 25.5 cents. Let's get a good squeeze in there. Get a good squeeze and a good pop to the upside. Little Face Tat said we're getting another Dogecoin ETF on October 17th. That's the most important one. I tell you what, like I said on my Twitter or my X post, man, get ready for ETF season. ETFs launching left and right. This is just crazy. I do feel like the price action is just like stagnant, you know? That's why I really believe that we're underestimating what's about to happen, because I mean, the price action has been very, very reserved. That's what I'll use. I'll use the term reserved because it's almost like we are just, I mean, we're at a perfect spot on the weekly to break out. Short-term action is chop, slow moving, ranging. So, you know, once alt season really kicks in, I'm expecting massive parabolicness. Okay. Yes, I made that word up. Massive parabolicness. Magma vote. I trade Dogecoin. On weeks. I trade Doge on weeks. And like I mentioned to you guys earlier, I will be coming out with an alt season only exclusive weeks sign up link where you can get 100% of your futures trading fees back in the form of a commission. So that will be a limited time bonus, and it will be exclusive for only people using my link. Basically, you will be able to trade crypto futures on weeks for a limited time, completely free of fees. And again, I trade on weeks. I use weeks to trade Dogecoin. I've had some pretty good luck trading Doge on weeks also. And I was showing the guys earlier on the previous live stream, I was showing everybody how, let's see, out of these past few trades, these are just my most recent trades. And of course, some of these were just me trying to break even where, you know, I was not in profit enough. But, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 trades. You can't see that bottom one down there. Can't see this one, but here's that one. So we have 10 trades, and out of 10 trades, only one was a loss, and it was only... So I would say that that's pretty good. Wouldn't you say? That's pretty good. Now, granted, some of these are small wins, but I preach this a lot. Focus on small wins, get bigger gains. Focus on small wins, managing risk and loss, minimizing risk and loss, and get bigger gains. That's exactly how you do it. Exactly how you do it. If you would like to trade on weeks, you can use the link in the pinned chat. I will also be coming out with a new exclusive link, like I said, for alt season, where you will be able to get back 100% of your futures trading fees. So look out for that link. I will drop that on my X. I will drop it on YouTube. I will drop it everywhere I can drop it once that promo link is created. A win is a win, Deadwood. That's right. Shane, what's going on? And Magma Volt, I do appreciate you guys. Shane says, I can see Doge trading on Dex Tools, the ETF. Really? We're going to look into that. Let me get Dex Tools pulled up. Daily Blessings, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Let's see what we can find out about that. You got to be careful on Dex Tools. It could be, that could be anything, right? On Dex Tools, that Doge ticker, that DOJE could be anything. It could be a fake. It could be anything. So you got to be careful because right now, as of right now, we have confirmed that the Dogecoin ETF has been delayed until tomorrow. And this is per Bloomberg's ETF analyst, Eric Balchunas. So according to Bloomberg, the Dogecoin ETF launch has been delayed until tomorrow. I don't think I have another spin here, but if you were in the last live stream, you guys know I do have 2 spins available. Great. Let's see if we can get us something here, boys. This is another great little perk and feature of Weeks. Pretty much just for trading on Weeks, you get to spin daily, and every single spin is a win. It may only be $1, but every single spin you're going to win something. And so you get your spins based on your trading volume. Right now you can see I've got $196,000 in cumulative trading volume. Daily right now I have not been trading today. Today's been very volatile. No trading today. But I do have some spins. And if you guys were in the last live stream, we spun this thing like 3 times, and I think I made $20. I got $20. I got 2 $10 wins. So I got 2 spins right now, guys. Let me get a 0.05 ETH, or let me get a 0.01 Bitcoin. Come on. The last daily spin to win that Weeks hosted, they had a Bentley. A Bentley. Now, I don't know how you get that. I don't know how that prize works. I don't know. Whoever wins that Bentley, man. Let's see what we get. $5. Hey, you know, a win's a win, Deadwood. Right? A win's a win, Deadwood. So we just got $5. And we got one more spin. Let's go. So just from this spin and the other spin so far yesterday, that's $25 in a day. Just from the spin to win. Come on. $20. Ah, $1. That's okay. That's okay. We just got an extra $6. I love it. I love it. Honestly, it is exciting. The spin to win thing is very exciting because, you know, you don't ever know. You don't ever know. You could hit. We might, who knows, hit for $50, hit for 0.05 ETH. I am very skeptical right here, guys. I am still hesitant. I am still waiting and looking for a pullback here. I do believe that we should get one. The 4-hour MACD, I mean, we could go a little higher in price from here. You did hold the POC. Again, looking for that pullback that may never come. You guys ever done that? You ever been waiting for a pullback that just doesn't ever come? Just want to stop 1 second and just say thank you all for showing up today and joining the live stream. I do appreciate you guys that have showed up. And even though we've only got 13 likes, I really appreciate everybody that has liked the stream. And I was just going to say, we look like our analytics from our viewers is putting in a double bottom. Let's pump it up. We have all tried the pull-out method. It doesn't work very well sometimes, does it? Now, see, like this is a time where you have to be patient. We're back at 25 cents again. Did we miss a chance to get under 25 cents? You just can't. You cannot go. You can't jump in right here, though. This is just not a good spot. Again, MACD, moving averages, volume. The three things that you need to be a successful crypto trader. In my opinion, you can be a successful crypto trader with the MACD, volume, moving averages, price structure. Now, could this thing keep running here? Absolutely. Absolutely it could. Look at that candle. Look at that, man. That is wild. That 1 minute dump is wild. Look at that. Deadwood said that's an exchange doing that. I agree. That kind of movement, that's big. That's big movement. Takes a lot to move the price like that quickly. Now, tell me something. When you're trading, how much leverage do you typically like to use? Do you go with the 20x, 25x? Do you keep it lower? Maybe 8x, 10x? Or do you like to be a risk taker? Do you push it on? Do you push yourself to the limit? Do you really push yourself to the limit? Money and emotions move the price. Green fingers on point as always. Appreciate you, bro. Guys, don't forget to join the Discord, link in the description. I believe, let me check. Oh, Discord is in the description. Good deal. We're gonna have to do something about getting all the bot accounts out of Discord. I don't know what we're gonna do, but that is something we need, man. If somebody could figure out a way to get rid of all the bots out there in the internet world, out there in the web, in the interwebs, that would be great. Now, you can also go high as 200x. Now, you can only trade certain coins with 200x leverage on weeks, but guess what you can also do? This is for Dogecoin. Now, you can trade ETH and Bitcoin. You can trade Ethereum and Bitcoin with up to 400x leverage. And there's a ton of pairs to trade, or a ton of altcoins, meme coins, you name it. You can go through, filter through coins by ecosystem, type of coin. Even has Arbitrum over here. Solana ecosystem tokens. But you can trade Bitcoin and Dogecoin with up to 400x. You know, I really want to see some people. I've not ever watched anybody on YouTube, except myself, actually use 400x leverage and be successful with it. I don't know if you guys have. I have not seen anybody do that. I turned $100 into $1,500 in less than an hour using 400x. Tech Stack Money, yes sir. And that's on my YouTube channel, by the way. Some of you guys were there for that live stream. But
that did it for me right there.
I was up almost 2,000. I was up $2,000. $2,000, guys. I was up $2,000. And look, go back and look. Hold on, go back and look. Look. Look at the margin used. Look at the margin used. $112, guys. $112, 399x. I guess I didn't get it all the way to 400x. $1,500 in profits, bro. Off of $100 margin. $112 margin within a short time. And had I closed it up there instead of waiting on the dip, I mean, you can't fake this, man. This right here,
that did it for me right there. Okay.
Look at that. Look how much I was up at one point. Off of $112 margin. $112, bro.
2,000%, y'all.
Up 2,000%.
2,000%.
I was up $2,000, bro. I should have closed it right then.
Oh gosh. I can't wait for 1 minute.
I didn't close it until it got down to 1,500. But bro, talk about some big gains, bro.
Always check your water, man. We're up 2,000%, y'all. 2,000%. I'm about to close this thing, man.
Bro, $112 margin, $2,000 gains. I mean, sheesh.
Check your water, man.
Always check your water, man. Bro, I'm telling you.
Right there. Okay. That's it. Always check.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was one of the most successful trades that I've ever had, as far as like a very high leverage, low margin trade. That was the most successful trade that I have had. Well, that depends. It depends on how much money you have on the exchange. I was using cross combined leverage, so I was using all of my account, which means basically I almost got liquidated, but I didn't. I almost got liquidated, but I didn't. It pushed high. It pushed on. It kept going. Tech Stack Money, exactly. What I just showed you guys is extremely risky. I would not recommend doing it, honestly. I risked losing my entire account on that trade. Instead of risking just the $100, I risked my entire account. But I turned $100 into $1,500, so Rald, if you watch my channel enough and you watch my live streams enough, you will realize that I am not your typical crypto YouTuber. I am not your typical crypto influencer. I do some pretty off the wall, very risky shit. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Also, the bigger the loss, but that's just part of it. One thing I've realized in life and in crypto trading, but in life in general, one thing I have realized is you cannot get through life without taking risk. So take every risk that you can. Manage it, but definitely take it. I sure would love to catch a trade right now. I would. We're back below 25 cents. Meme core. Rald, I didn't have 100K on my account. See, that's another thing too. I only load up on my futures account. Like you can see right now, all I've got on there, you can see what I have on here. I only load up what I'm willing to risk. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I'm not saying that I want to risk all of that, but like I'm not going to put every single bit of my money on the account that I'm trading with, right? A lot of people have multiple different accounts. They trade on different exchanges. I did it one time. Right now I'm only partnered with Weeks, so I'm only using Weeks. I've had a few other offers, but I honestly, before I partnered with any other crypto exchange, I feel like I should probably ask some of my regulars and followers if it's something that they would even be interested in before doing so. But exactly, Rald. Exactly, bro. Rald. Exactly. I may have had a little over 1,000 on there at the time, but I like to try to keep it at 1,000 and then trade, and then only pay myself out when I make gains over 1,000. I always try to keep at least 1,000 on the exchange. And then of course, if you lose on a trade real bad, if you lose a couple hundred on a trade, then you have to get yourself back up. That's why I focus mostly on minimizing losses, taking small wins and minimizing losses. So we're taking small wins, but minimizing the losses. No, Rod, I would not risk $100,000 to get a $1,000 gain. Green fingers, could you imagine? Could you imagine 100K at 399x, bro? The slightest little tick of movement. I couldn't even imagine. I don't have $100,000 to play with and risk losing, though. Now, for those people out there that do, I mean, could you imagine if you had that kind of money just to gamble with? Could you imagine throwing $100,000 at a 400x long? This is true. I was on JumpX trading with what was it? 1400x leverage or some shit. What did they have? Like they got shut down. I don't know what they were doing. Honestly, I felt bad for even partnering with them, and it's like I don't know what happened, but Right, tech stack money. Yeah. Done or made in the shade, bro. It was 1280x. It was something crazy. 1444x or something. It was something crazy. 1700x leverage or something. It was insane. But you know what? I was making some good gains on JumpX, bro. I was killing it on JumpX. Kind of missed that exchange a little bit, bro. I love the color scheme too. Everything was lit up real bright and green. I like Weeks too, though. I like Weeks interface too. It's very user friendly. I like that you can put in your, it makes things very easy and simple to operate. Some leverage trading exchanges are just complex for the average person, So like right here, man, right here, 5 minutes is trying to come down. Might come down some more. If it doesn't hold, above this downtrend resistance line. It's going to pull a move just like back here, break back down here. I would be watching for this too. Because right now on the 1 minute, it could pop right here. MACD looks good. Honestly, though, it might go lower. I'd be waiting for the MACD to get down somewhere around here. We bounced right here. I would be looking for, we could bounce right here. Did it right here before. On the POC. Still not a good, if you're trying to trade the 1 minute, sure, go for it, man. But typically, I like to wait, see where the 4-hour MACD is right now. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Even with all the bullish sentiment right now, I just don't like how overbought we look on the 4-hour. I feel like we're below the LSMA. The MACD is already crossed once, but we did get a little pump up from the ETF hype. And a little fake cross right there is what I'm going to call that. That's a little fake cross because I do believe we're going to cross back bearish. I think we're going to pull back. I think 25 cents is going to thrust us back down one time. Unless the only thing that would keep this from happening, because technically, from a technical perspective, we are due for a pullback. So the only thing that would keep that from happening would be the hype from the ETF launch, which has now been delayed. So with that being delayed until tomorrow, the hype might fade for the rest of today and tonight. We might get that pullback with a renewed opportunity for a long entry. Unless we get a sell the news event. If we get a sell the news event, price of Doge dumps on the launch of the ETF. But since we did get a delay on this, I would expect a little chop action to the sideways, possibly a little dip. Since the hype leading up to the launch has been faded now with this delay. A little dip. Just a little dip's all we need. I just need a little bitty dip. Rolled. I honestly think it was even more than that. JumpX was crazy. I was partnered with JumpX and what other exchange? Before Jump X, it was something else, and now I forget. I do have a BidFi link as well. I am partnered with BidFi and Weeks. Technically, I do promote BidFi as well. However, just being honest, my honest opinion, I like trading on Weeks better. I like trading on Weeks better than BidFi. Just my honest opinion. Okay. Okay. I will be right back. What's up, Russell? Dab time. You know what? You ain't kidding, man. Look, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Gosh, look at that. Look at that. Would you look at it? Would you just look at it? My goodness. Yes, sir. Russell, thanks for hitting that subscribe button. Price prediction? Oh, I got price predictions for days, bro. I mean, seriously. Shiv, you pay. If you're talking about Doge, oh look. If you're talking about Doge, yes, Doge. We've got some very bullish scenarios for Dogecoin. Very, very bullish scenarios for Dogecoin. And no, I don't just pull these price levels out of my butt. I don't do that. I mean, it may look that way because $4.20 is just ironic. But, you know, it's ironic. But the measurement of this gets us to this. Wait, let's see. Depending on where we break out. I mean, if we break out all the way down here or something, it's still $3.99. But if we were to break out soon, definitely 420 Dogecoin. 420 Dogecoin, man. Now, in the short term, we are still looking for this too, right? We've got different charts with different, telling us different things. This is the one I'm mostly focused on, you know that. But, you know, we've got this to look at as well, this resistance here on the weekly that might be tested at 32. That's around 32 cents there. I think we could see a test of that. 32 and a half, 32.5 right here. I think it's likely that likely that 32 and a half we got rejected here on the weekly a couple of times, so it's a good place to look for resistance. 32 and a half. Weekly time frame, we are coming up on that. We got 2 weekly candles here. I'm looking for 2 more weekly candles here. 2 more. Let's get it. I mean, you know, Deadwood, I don't put it past it, you know. It makes sense. Psychologically, traders, investors, psychologically, pumping the price of Dogecoin to $4.20. I think it has merit. I think it has merit. Let's get it, man. All the way. I'm telling you. Let's see real quick. We are still flipping green here across the board. Pyth network. Let's see. Just kind of going over some charts real quick, looking at ETH real quick before I head out. Let's see what ETH is doing on the 4-hour. Honestly, ETH breaking out on the 4-hour. We broke out 24 hours ago. Gosh, beautiful, beautiful price structure across the board. That would literally, man, the measure move of this breakout, descending triangle, descending wedge. The measure move of that would put us right here at that previous wick. Right at it. Right at right at all-time highs. Looking for that all-time high breakout for ETH. Rod, that is true. That is true. I forgot how many tokens are minted each year, but quite a few are minted each year. Like I told you guys in the last stream when we watched Alex Jones, looks like it is official. He is going to do a nationwide tour of universities for Charlie Kirk. That's wild, man. We can't lose another one, bro. We can't lose Alex Jones, bro. We cannot lose Alex Jones. All right, guys. Well, no trade today. Maybe we'll see how things go tonight. If it looks ideal for a live stream, I'll go live tonight and hopefully get some trading in. Right now, things are just kind of too uncertain for me to be comfortable justifying a trade right now. So I'm gonna wait and see what we can do later on. Maybe see what we can do tonight. But I do appreciate all of you guys that showed up today to the stream. It's been a decent stream. Do appreciate it, guys. And I hope to see y'all in the next one. Have a good one. Be good at it. Don't want to take the slogan, but as BitBoy would say, be blessed. See y'all in the next one.